Good day, everyone. My name is Sagwadi Wakarabutla, and welcome to the second episode of Legal Podcast SA. Today, I'm in conversation with a man that is born and bred in Phalaborwa. He is an attorney from the University of Venda. If I tell you that University of Venda was just teaching
in the domestic court, like your protection order, domestic violence, harassment court. That way I used to be a lot and seeing couples fighting, and I have to be at the center of everything, hearing evidence, hearing there are kids that are suffering. I need to make court orders.
You need to be very objective.
Yeah, sometimes I need to issue warrant of arrest for people. Sometimes I need to detain.
Good day, everyone. My name is Sagwadi Wakarabutla, and welcome to the second episode of Legal Podcast SA. Today, I'm in conversation with a man that is born and bred in Phalaborwa. He is an attorney from the University of Venda. If I tell you that University of Venda was just teaching them to go open businesses, you won't believe. Anyway, I'm going to hand over to him to introduce himself to us and tell us, where did this dream of being an attorney start? Where is he from? Good day, sir.
Good day, how are you?
I'm okay, yourself?
I'm all right. I'm MC Makwala from MC Makwala and Associates. I'm a legal practitioner, duly admitted as an attorney. I'm also admitted as a notary public. I'm the director and the founder of MC Makwala and Associates. I must say that law was never my thing. When I was in high school, I wanted to be a chartered accountant.
Oh.
But the math said, no, you are not going to be a chartered accountant. I tried to upgrade, do this, but what I've realized in life is sometimes we have our own dreams, but if God wants you at a particular place, He will make sure that you are there.
He's going to direct you there.
Yes, I ended up, after I matriculated, I ended up in Venda, University of Venda. I looked at the courses, I was like, I qualify for LLB. Then, because I couldn't qualify for a chartered accountant, I then said, okay, let me go for this one. LLB, I went there and then I was accepted. I did law there until class of 2014 up until 2017. There I was graduated in record time. Did my articles at Polokwane Law School. And then I also completed, and then I was afforded an opportunity after 3 months of my law school at PC Mogale Company Incorporated. I got my articles there, did my articles for a period of a year. And then subsequently I was admitted and also retained as a PA at the very same firm. Then I told myself that I'm only going to work for 1 year. Then after 1 year, I opened my own practice. That's what I initially did after that 1 year.
Okay. Let us backtrack a bit. I want the viewers to know you, to know where do you come from. Because most of the time, people are let's say, unfortunate in getting the connection of getting articles and stuff. They think that these things are happening or are being gotten by people who are up there in the suburbs or up there somewhere with their relatives who are lawyers. Is there a lawyer in your family, or are you the first one? Where did you grow up?
I grew up in a village called Bismarck in Raskoror, Tsanin. Phalaborwa I stayed for quite some time also. But then I grew up in Raskoror, in Tsanin.
That's a village.
That's a village. And then in my family, I think I'm the first person to get a degree.
So, and then you got this far without connection, just hard work. Hard work.
Yes.
Okay. So you said that you graduated record time. I did find out that you did go. I did a research on you, obviously. That yes, of course, you did your practical learning training in Polokwane Law School, right?
Correct.
Then how do you land your articles? Did you apply? Did they look for you? Did they find you?
I applied. I went around. I remember I had about 100 CVs.
100? You printed 100 CVs?
Yes, 100 CVs with supporting documents. Luckily, I got a friend who was already in a particular law firm. Mrena assist me with
Connection.
copies. I didn't
Copies.
even have money for copies to start with. Then he assisted me 100 copies. I distributed everywhere. So when I got articles, when I applied and subsequently got articles, I applied to almost every law firm. I'll go around with
Door to door.
Door to door, yes,
That's what
submitting.
people always say.
Yes.
Go door to door.
Correct.
Go door to door. But when you get to door in Polokwane, I see door to door. Yeah, you can. But here, where we are in Joburg or Pretoria, when you get to door, the wall is so high. The gate is closed. There's an intercom. They may not even let you in.
Yes.
I guess, right?
Sometimes you must just lie. I'm here for an appointment scheduled for the 1 o'clock. For example, they will let you in. Then when you are in,
You sell yourself.
yes, you just sell yourself.
Okay, all right. The first time we spoke, you said that Mama, she did not understand who you had graduated. Where are you going again? What is law school? Can you just tell us a little bit about that before we get into what you do at your practice?
Yes, my mother is she's working at one of the lodges around Tsanin.
Okay.
When I went to school, she thought when I complete, obviously I will alleviate the issues of poverty at home.
Yes.
So when I completed, I told her, Mama, I have to go to law school. She was very furious. Told her they need 12,500 at that time. And you must pay at least half of that before you could even register.
Yes.
She was furious. I don't have money. When I want to eat, all my money is blah, 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 blah. There are other kids. I'm the firstborn at home. We are 4 boys.
Yeah.
You want to eat all the money. My younger brother must also come in the line and they must go to school, blah, blah. But then she didn't understand this thing of how do one get admitted. So after she then considered, okay, I will assist you with law school. Fine, it's 6 months. Then in the middle of that 6 months, I completed. After that, when I got articles, I told her, Mama, I want to do what we call a PMT, practical management training, for one to be to open your own firm.
Yes.
You must have that.
Oh, okay.
So,
PMT.
PMT, and it was locked down during that time. We were home. I told the Mama, I don't see myself working for people because now it's locked down. They are not paying us, or they are paying us half.
Yeah.
I was very furious. Mama said, how much do you need? I'm like, I need, it was what, 3.5 to register for that. She was again very furious.
For you.
When with your schools, you understand? She didn't understand the thing. So now, but in the morning, she said, let's go to town. I had a car by then.
Yes.
If you look, my first car, Ford Fiesta, that's the first car that I had. It's now the company car.
Okay.
So she said, okay, do you have petrol? Yes, let's go to Tsanen. If you see Mama go taking you into Tsanen and you go into Standard Bank, you must know that she's going to take out money that was saved for whatever. So she took the money, she gave me 3.5. Here you are.
Go to school.
Go to do whatever. After this, I don't want any stories. Then I registered, did my PMT. There I am. I qualified for my PMT. I told her, come December, I'm resigning. She was very furious.
What are we going to eat?
What are you going to eat? And then when you are resigning, so there we are, December. I remember I came back with almost everything that I had, like from the office and everything. I told her, I'm resigning. I'm going to open a practice. It was 2021.
Yes.
Again, she was... Because our mothers want stability in life. Like she knows that, okay, that one is working, is out of my house.
Yeah.
I'm no longer supporting this particular person. So now, here I am, and I'm telling her, Mama, I have saved about some few bucks I want to open. I had about 30,000, 40,000, somewhere there. I'm going to open an office. She was again furious, but still, she was also praying for me that my things should
must go well.
Yes. First 3 months when we opened, January, February, March, we're not earning.
Eh?
Yeah, we're not.
It's very hectic there by the new law family.
Yes, you're not earning. Don't have a salary. If you check, some other time I was giving my secretary some flowers when she was birthday.
Yeah,
and I also gave her some few hundreds. And I told her that she joined us when it was not fashionable to do so.
Yeah.
Because at that time we're not earning. She was not sure. But these are people who believe in you. You understand?
They stand
These are
by you.
yes, even though they don't know come end of the month they are going to get their paycheck. So we're not earning at that time. And then until April.
So it was 4 months. You rented a space.
Yes.
You God bless Mama. She's so supportive. You rented a space. You've got a secretary.
Yes.
You don't have home in Polokwane. You are renting.
You are renting.
Secretary.
You have a car.
You have a car.
That you need to pay. So that few grants that I've saved, I used it to pay rent for at least 5 months. Secured some funds for my car, secured some funds for my, you understand, necessary expenses. Then came April, we started earning even to, and up until today.
So tell me, what was that first case that you did that made you to earn?
Labor. That's why I specialize. I consider myself as a specialist in labor. We got, I think we got a few cases in labor, about 3 or 4. We are on some insurance companies that we represent. They will refer matters to us. So they gave us 3 matters. I had represented a client before I left my previous employer. Because I remember on the 11th January 2021, that is when I left my previous employer. So as I was going, my previous employer didn't receive my resignation in time because he was not around on that day. Okay. So he said to me, there's a labor matter, go and attend at CCMA. I went there, I represented this guy. This guy was so happy, but it was conciliation. Yes. So the matter was not resolved. So the guy went and took that file, brought it to me when I left, because I told him, I'm leaving. There's no way I'm coming back to that firm, and then you'll be left. They will assist you there. So when he heard that there's someone who has to represent him from there, then he said, no, I'm taking my file with you. So that was the first file.
That was your first?
Yes. Then this time around, I'm going for arbitration. At least there are a few bucks there when you do arbitration, unlike conciliation. Then we did our arbitration. He was happy. More clients came for arbitration and stuff, referred by the very same guy. So that's when I found that's how we found our feet. You understand?
And now today we are sitting at 3 branches.
Yes.
Last night when I was speaking to you, you said to me, when I said I wanted to go and do a vlog in Rosebank, you said to me, no, Confi, it's a virtual office. Can you please tell me how it works? Is it the reason why now you are this side?
Yes.
Because people make appointments. How do they reach you if they want to come to your Rosebank virtual office?
All right. In Rosebank, the rationale behind, in law, we call it a care of, a correspondence office.
Okay.
Because if you don't have a correspondent, like, for example, they require, now the law says 25-kilometer radius within which, like, for example, if you are to institute something in the labor court, something in what's this? Rambek Magistrate Court. Yes. You must have an office within 20. Previously, it was 15. Yeah. The law amended to say 25-kilometer radius. So you must have either a law firm that assists you with the day-to-day of your file, like saving and filing of your document. Okay. So I did one file. I had few clients this side, particularly business people. So I did one file. It was a labor matter. Yeah, it was a labor matter in the labor court. So my correspondent attorney will charge me something like 70,000 for correspondent work. So I was like, no ways. There's a need for a care of office. Okay. That's why I opened a virtual office in Rosebank. We don't have anyone there. We only have virtual office, like you have your own, there's secretaries there, there are tables there, there's offices there. So you pay each and every month for a particular fee for you to rent that virtual office. So you only come as and when. Like when I'm this side, I know I'm working from Rosebank offices. Even if I have clients this side, I then have to consult with them there. You understand? But there's no one there. But you have your own landline. I listened. I was watching your previous podcast. Then the advocate was like, you can open an office without having a physical office. That is what he was talking about. Because now, even in Polokwane, you can have an office, a virtual office. So it works like that. So for me, Rosebank is a care of.
Okay, it's called care of in the legal field.
It's a correspondent office.
Okay.
Yes, so it's not really a where you'll get my secretaries there, my associates there. No. So it's per appointment.
So now you are admitted. I know you get admitted in 2019. That must have been very exciting. You do your articles and then you are done. Okay, 2019, that's when you were admitted as an attorney of the High Court, right?
Yes.
And now you have done whatnot and you have decided that I'm opening my law firm. 4 months of no money, guys. It's like becoming a doctor. Hey, it takes too long.
Yeah, it
No,
takes,
guys.
yeah.
Just-
I was telling my CA, I was like, why do you want to be a lawyer? She's like, I want to be rich. I'm like, oh, okay, it's fine.
Because there by the TikTok,
Yeah.
hey, you guys, you look, hey, it looks, it's giving, man. It's giving, but it's all hard work.
Yes.
So now you're done with all these things. You decide to go there, you're practicing. You are now, you were talking about arbitration, right?
Yes.
Can you please tell the viewers what arbitration is in a way that, or explain it in a way that even just a first year student might understand what's that?
Okay. Let me start at conciliation.
Okay.
When one get dismissed, whether for a misconduct or for incapacity or whatever reason,
Okay.
the employee is not satisfied with the dismissal, he or she has an opportunity to take the matter to the CCMA and or to the relevant bargaining council. For example, if ever this person is a teacher, she or he will take that matter to ELRC.
Okay.
Because they are bargaining council. If ever it's a security personnel, obviously will take the matter to the security bargaining council. Okay. If ever you are working on transport, you are delivering things, road freight, there are those various various councils that will have to entertain your matter. So at point of departure, when you refer this matter, there is what we call a conciliation. Conciliation is where parties sit around and then they talk about the issues that are in dispute, and then they can check whether they can reach an amicable solution. Remember, a bargaining council is not really a court, but they act as mediators.
Okay.
To conceal. That's why this is called mediation, arbitration, conciliation. You understand?
Yes.
So at conciliation, if the parties they don't find each other halfway, for example, an employee wants to go back to work and the employer says, no ways, we can only give you a clean reference, we can only pay you for 3 months, and they don't reconcile at that point, then the matter must be referred to arbitration. So arbitration, it means now we are going to adjudicate over this matter in a formal environment. You'll go through the process of examination in chief, cross-examination, re-examination. Then the other side will be given the same opportunity to do the very same things, and thereafter then you submit your heads. Then the decision will be made. That is the arbitration. There is just it's trial in a way. If ever you are to look at it from an understanding perspective of a lame person, but it's just that it's a labor matter. There are ways in which it's
dealt with.
Yeah. So arbitration is mainly trial. So you'll be now adjudicating over the matter, saying you dismissed me unfairly so. And there are two things involved in unfair dismissal: the substance, the reasons why one is dismissed, and there is procedure, whether the proper procedure was followed. Like I had a case now wherein a client is dismissed by virtue of a polygraphy test. Like you are suspected to have been stolen something, they conduct a polygraphy test, then you are then found to have lied, blah, blah, blah. Then the employer dismisses you. The client comes to me and say, this is the situation. I say, okay, it's fine. Proper thing, you look at procedure, automatically procedure, they did not follow proper procedure because procedure says, charge this person, subject this person to a disciplinary hearing. And in charging this person, there must be 48-hour notice to say you must appear before this DC, then we are going to adjudicate over your matter. Then this person was not charged. This person was not subjected to a DC. Automatically, the procedure it was not properly followed.
They do not follow procedure.
Yes, so already you are safe on procedure. Come to the reasons thereof. The reasons will follow also because now you did not charge this person and subsequently prosecute and thereafter convict and sentence him to whether a dismissal or whatever. So now you first started a conciliation. So the conciliation will assist the employer. Some employers, they don't consult. They just say, no, I want this one gone. Then they do polygraphy test, then you are gone. But conciliation will assist you guys to then say, employer, you did wrong by 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
Then if the employer is having a heart headache, then it means that you go to arbitration. You know very well that conciliation, I take it as a pre-trial conference.
It's like a family meeting.
Yeah, yes. I always tell them that a good settlement is when two parties are not happy. like in your lobola negotiations, your family want 50,000 or 150,000. The other party is only willing to pay 30,000. Like the employer say, no, I'm giving you 3 months salary and clean reference, you are out.
And I want 1 year.
When I want 1
months.
year, 12 months maximum.
Yeah.
And I'm there to assist you to say, okay, in terms of the law says the commission can only compensate a person for a period not more than 12 months. And there are two things involved here. There's procedure, there's substance. Let's say in our case, a substance is properly, is proper in the sense that the reasons for your dismissal are very much fair, but procedure was not followed. I'll tell you that automatically we're talking of 6 months there. 6 months already, when we quantify,
Yeah.
6 months is out, we are now left with procedure because maybe your standing leg is procedure.
Yeah.
Then you tell the client, look, when two parties, good settlement is when two parties are not happy. These people are willing to give you 3 months. Okay, let's negotiate with them. Let's take them to 6 months. You may say 6 months and they come back to say, I know, let us give you 4 months. Maybe you may settle or you may not settle. But very important, the irretrievable breakdown of the working relationship. If there is that, even though the commission can find that this person was unfairly dismissed,
Yes.
they can still say, but this person cannot go back. You must just be compensated. Then that is when you can take a matter to the labor court if you are still not happy. And there are this none involved there. There are a lot of
There's
things.
so many things that
yes,
you can get.
yeah. And it's expensive to take a matter to the labor court. Very expensive.
What do you mean it's expensive?
No, expensive in the sense that you have to transcribe the record from whether with the CCMA or to the bargaining council.
Where I began, where the matter began.
You have to transcribe it. Let's say, for example, the matter was adjudicated upon for 6 days. Maybe we're talking of 24,000, 30,000 to transcribe that.
Ooh.
Then I'll tell you, give me 70,000 deposit for me to can proceed with your matter. Then you're like, I'm not working. Let's do it contingency, no ways.
Oh.
You understand?
Okay.
So it's very expensive to take matters to labor court because there are this none involved, there are disbursement involved to transcribe this record. Obviously, that's where the care of office comes in.
Okay,
Labor
the one,
court.
labor court, the one in Rosebank.
Yes.
Okay, all right. Okay, that is that's a lot of information that I needed. A lot of information. Anyway, guys, I am recording from Scent Studios. If I tell you how beautiful this place is, how much they take care of us here, how much they ask you, what do you want? How do you want? Guys, if you want your YouTube channel or anything that you are trying to do to grow, I recommend coming here. And the prices, they are so Limpopo sham. They are right. They are perfect. They are not down. They are not. No. The prices are very good because they allow each and every person of any pocket to make a plan, even me. When I wanted to start, I just told them, can I please make a plan? I want this lot. I just want to make a plan. A simple 400 guys can make your channel grow. Anyway, as I continue with the attorney. So now, I was fired somewhere. And I'm sorry to disappoint you as a law student. I was fired. I was in a place where we were bullied. I was in a place where I was once called a useless mother. We were working with people who have no respect for people. A lot of people left. A lot of things happened, but I stayed. I told myself, I'm going to work here until I reach whatever I came here for. I had to go. I was just given a letter, your services are no longer needed. Bye. I was emotionally broken. I was expecting. I did not do anything. And from my ex-colleagues, they kept on telling me, these people are scared. They feel that you are coming for them. And at that time, I did not have an energy. I did not have energy to come to them. Let's say I had the energy. If I wanted to come and open a file there by the virtual office, how much is it to now start the process with you, to invite you to say, I don't want to go to CCMA. I'm too angry. Let's start me and you. What do I do? How much is it? Can I start there? Because I never had any disciplinary hearing. I knew that they skipped. I did do labor law by now. I'm done with it. I knew that whatever that happened was not right. It's just that I was not in the right state of mind. I was a pregnant woman. I was in a very, very bullying environment. So now, let's say I'm fed up. I did not want to go to the CCMA. I'm not going there. I have that 70,000. How do I start when I approach MC Makwala attorneys, MC Makwala associates? Where do we start? How much do I bring to start to open that file with you?
All right. Let me say the 70,000 is not CCMA. 70,000 deposit is when we are taking the matter to the labor court.
Okay, so when I come to start?
When you start, we will require 10,000 deposit at least.
Okay.
For us to open a file and then proceed with the matter.
So that includes my first consult with you?
Correct. Opening of a file.
Looking into the matter.
And then if ever there are prospect, we take the matter on. We can refer the matter to the relevant bargaining council and or to the CCMA, whichever the case may be. Then the process is then started.
They start like the way you were explaining.
Correct.
So let's say you've done all those things and I won. It's a big company. It's a big company. I won. There's this thing that they say, the one, I want to put it in a way that even all the viewers would understand, not only law students. I won, and there's the magistrate or the judge awards the fees to me. Like when they say the other party must pay my fees, what does that mean?
Okay, it means that, but then let me start here. In CCMA or labor-related matters, we call them commissioners. Okay, arbitrators, commissioners. So if the award is in your favor, of which in most cases is very unlikely at that point, they will give you fees. At CCMA level, it's very unlikely, but sometimes they do give you fees, but it's very unlikely. Let's say they say you must be compensated for 12 months. That is maybe 240,000, practical example. Then the other party must pay you for that. And then if they don't pay you, then we must do what we call enforcement of award. Enforcement of award, you have your arbitration award. We must then apply for enforcement of award. In other words, it's a writ of execution, enforcement of award, meaning that we're going to attach his properties at his business premises.
Until we got the money I need.
We're going to attach everything. Let's say this studio owes you. We're going to attach everything here, and then subsequently we're going to remove the attached good and sell them to satisfy the judgment award. So let's say, for example, your attachment doesn't amount to 240, practical example that I gave you. They amount to, let's say, 150,000. Then we must then do what we call financial inquiry to check as to how much they can, so as to satisfy that award. This is when you find employers who are rich, they will try by all means to frustrate the process. By the time you make attachment, they come to MC Makwala and say, come, for example, they go to elsewhere, they say, do review application to review and set aside the arbitration award. So by virtue of doing a review application and subsequently maybe doing an interdict to interdict removal and sale, you are
hey, now I'm understanding.
Yes.
Guys,
to removal and sale, I mean, like, let's say I made the attachment.
Sorry.
I made attachment at your ex-employer.
Yes.
Meaning that subsequent to the attachment, what is going to follow is to remove those goods by sheriff, using sheriff.
Yes.
To go and auction them so that we can get our money. So what I'm saying is some employers, when the attachment is made, because obviously that attachment may mean that their company will come to a standstill or it will come to a halt because now they don't have the necessary equipment to can proceed to work. They will then be frustrated, go to an attorney. Attorney will then do a review application and or a agent application to preclude this subsequent removal of the attached goods and therefore selling those goods. You understand? Then it means that you are now going back to the initial arbitration because that arbitration is now being reviewed and it may take a year. It may take 2 years.
They do all this to frustrate
Correct.
you.
They frustrate you. You don't have money.
Until you give up.
End up saying,
it's fine.
Now
it's
more
okay.
right, man. Even kumane mmereko kwa spark sharp. You understand?
Yeah.
So sometimes it's very much costly because at CCMA level is at least reasonable, but
once we take it up, it's
labor court
must be
very expensive.
Okay.
Very expensive.
All right. So anyone and everyone, let's say you said to open your file, it's 10,000. right? If somebody wants to come to be advised, not for you to do the process, how much is it? Is it still 10,000?
It's not, or it's not 10,000 for everything.
Yes.
Obviously, they differ.
They differ as to who's coming with what.
Let's say, for example, you have a divorce matter.
Yes.
You want to open a file, and I see that there are pensions in the divorce matters. There's a possibility you don't have money
At the moment.
Your husband is working, and then I see that there are pensions there. We can take on contingency fee.
Okay.
Meaning that upon finalizing the matter,
You will get
we'll
payout.
get payout of whatever that you are going to get out when you now liquidate the entire joint estate. So, but then sometimes we will require at least 5,000 upfront. If ever, maybe it's not contingency. Let's say, for example, it's a maintenance matter.
Okay.
It's a financial, maybe we are going, not even financial inquiry, still at an early stage wherein we're going to do it with the maintenance officer.
Yes.
Because that's the point of departure.
Yes.
Financial inquiries when now the parties are not agreeing before the maintenance officer. We are now taking it to financial inquiry. Financial inquiry is going to be done before a magistrate, obviously.
Yeah.
You bring your income and expenditure account, attach the necessary proofs, blah, 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 blah.
And then
yes, I will
come to a
require
decision.
upfront of 5,000. Let's go and let's
we
let's
go
see.
on with the process
Yes,
as we
then
go.
we'll bill you as we
the
correct.
process goes. Okay.
And it differs if ever is the director who's actually handling your matter. Because some people will say, no, I want you. But you have a lot of files, you have a lot of clients, and
But
then
they
they
want
specifically want
MC.
you. Hey,
Because
I have
now-
an associate, I have candidates, attorneys.
everything.
Some matters I can delegate to say, no, see, hey, go and do it. Associate, this one, it needs you. Go and do it. So some people will say, we want you specifically.
You've already said you specialize in labor matters. People will come and say, we want MC. He knows what he's doing. The labor matter is the one that made your law firm to hit the ground running. Because we all sit and think, no, but for me to get my firm working, if I can just get one rough case. I always thought everybody starts with a rough case, but now I have learned that you can also do something there by the labor court. So I thought it was also 10,000 for these people. You see, on Facebook, we disrespect each other, man. And we are at an age where there's no need to reply. It's for me to send that brown envelope to say, don't disrespect me. I can come and start with 5,000 to say, no, Sagwadi Rabutla is disrespecting me and what on social media. Can you do that?
No, it's not going to be really 5,000. Because it's just you are going to consult with the client, and then after consulting with the client, then you'll have to just dispatch a letter to the other side.
Okay.
So we may even come way below to 5,000.
So,
but entry level of our file, we open it with 5,000. But in matters of that nature, where it doesn't require, there's no complexity of this matter. It doesn't require
nothing.
much of the time. We can even charge 30,000 just to take consult with you. And then after consulting with you, obviously, then we dispatch that letter is done. And then if now you want to proceed, let's say, for example, sometimes letters of demands are not adhered to.
yes.
The letters of demand is not adhered to. And then you then have to come back and say proceed.
Yes.
Like I have this file in Bochum where in the other owner of a particular property is encroaching on my client's property.
Okay.
Ba re le a go memo ba ripe go goma mo
Yes.
yena o gometsile ka kwa ga client ya so client ya go nya gore a boele morago a felletse a le kwa ba re le wa go me gona. So point of departure was a letter of demand telling this person remove your fence from my client's premises. He doesn't want to remove that. Then now it means that
You proceed.
we must proceed.
Then it's you bill as you go.
Correct.
Okay,
Correct.
guys. Those who know me, my name is Sagwadi Wakarabutlane. You know me, I have too much airtime in it. I had too much airtime there by Facebook. If somebody's disrespecting you from the age of 25, I don't think there's a need for us, we are professionals, to be shouting at anyone. Just, if you have that 3,000, please, MC Makwala and Associates' number is always on. Just give an instruction. If you have that money, sometimes sue people. You see what's happening with Jackie Pamut. Don't allow people to disrespect you and come and say public apology. Teach people a lesson. Send them that nice letter where people will know they must attach respect to your name. Anyway, guys, I am still shooting in this nice studio where there's an aircon. Send Studios.
Yeah, beautiful.
It's a very beautiful stuff. So let's move on. I know how to contact you. I will link your details on the bio in this video. That will be on my video forever, on my YouTube forever. However, I want us to move on to the other things that you deal with. Or I want you to explain to me, what is a notary public? I'm asking, for those who don't, I think I got 92 for notary. I did notary last year, 92%. Please explain to those, my viewers, those who don't even know what is a notary, what do notary public people do? What do they do? Because if you ask me, if I answer you, you're going to clap
All
me.
right. Before you can even become a notary, you must first be an attorney. Point of departure.
Right?
In our field, there's an attorney, there's a notary public, there's a conveyancer. Conveyancer deals with registration of houses, blah, 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 blah.
I thought they sell houses.
Yeah, they don't sell. They don't sell. They register, they transfer from you to me, from the buyer to the seller. Okay. That is what conveyancers does. Okay. So we have our generic attorney. Generic attorney means that, now you are in the field.
Yes.
You are then given an opportunity to write. I think I wrote twice before I can even be admitted as a notary public, because it chows.
It was given. It was not easy.
Particularly because I even wrote it when I was now doing I was now having my own firm. It's busy. It's not easy to get time to study. Yes, you write, you get admitted. I mean, you pass that exam, notary exam. Then after you pass, then you are going to move your application to be admitted as a notary public.
Who moves it? An advocate?
Advocate or even an attorney. Like myself, I have right of appearance in the High Court.
Right.
So I can also appear. I can even move my own application. But it's always nice to be assisted by fellow colleagues who will move it for you. Then they move that application. Then you are now admitted as a notary public. So notary public, registration of bond, for example, when you are now buying a house, obviously there's bond, there's to transfer. That's why about transfer cost because there are two people there. There's a conveyancing attorney that is going to register your house. Then there is a notary public who's going to register your bond at the deeds office. A bond, remember, is a security to the house that the bank has actually given you. You understand? Okay. So now that's where a notary public comes in. Now we have these students that are forever going abroad to teach English as a medium. What?
Yes.
They need me. Let's say, for example, this person is going to China.
Yes.
China is a member to the Hague Convention. Hague Convention means that when you are a member to this convention, you must just do what we call an apostille certificate. An apostille certificate is not an attorney who does that. It's a notary public who must do that. You have this student is going abroad. I had many of them.
Apostille, you're talking about church.
No, it's not. It's a certificate that in China they will require. That, you have a degree, you have this, you have that. Let's see whether that degree you can use it in China. Then they are going to validate it by a notary public. Then you come to me, then you say, I'm going to China, I'm going to teach English as a medium language, that side. Then I must do what we call an apostille certificate for you. Then take it to the High Court. The High Court will then issue an apostille certificate. Then I sign, I seal that. Then you can go to China. You can. I have a lot of people who did that. We have what we call like your social workers. Every year they do what we call they register, they renew their membership with their council. They will say your documents must be notarized, not certified. Certified, certified.
Because I thought maybe we were just certifying. That's why my answer will shock you.
Yeah. No. When they say your documents must be notarized, notary publics come in. Someone will drive from Venda to Polokwane just to notarize a document. Because it's not everyone who's a notary.
Able to do
yes,
that.
then they'll come and I notarize. To notarize is when this document is going to be used within the Republic of South Africa.
Okay.
Then you must notarize that. You notarize, I just seal the document, sign, then you are out, set to go.
Okay.
But now, when you say, some people will come to you like, no, I need to notarize. To notarize is not expensive. I charge 200 per page, for example, to notarize. Yes. If it's 17 pages, you must pay me 17 times 200. So now when you need an apostille certificate, the last time I checked our guidelines, it was something like 1.9 for apostille. And we was just selling signature there. Because you just sign, you check, okay, this is your degree certificate, and then it's yours original, it's a copy. I'm obviously notarizing the copy. So when you are apostilling this, apostilling means that this document is going to be used outside the Republic of South Africa. For example, now you have that's the difference. So now you have a Zimbabwean national. He wants to sign something which is going to be used in Zimbabwe.
Okay.
You understand?
Yeah.
Because he's here, he works here. He comes to me, he says, MC, please notarize this for me. Maybe it's an affidavit.
Yes.
Because it's going to be used outside. I'll first check, is Zimbabwe a member to the Hague Convention? If ever Zimbabwe is a member to the Hague Convention, then it means that I must then do an apostille certificate. If that particular Zimbabwe is not a member to the Hague Convention, it's the long route. I must do what we call authentication certificate. Sign, take it to the High Court, take it to the embassy. Then the embassy will then seal it and everything. Then it's sorted. You can then go and use it.
The long route is more money. You know, I'm very interested to know, am I going to make money or not? Because, hey, NQF level 8, you're number way.
But then where, in life you must try to specialize. Mm-hmm. Because when you specialize, it's not everyone who specializes.
Yes.
Few colleagues, few brothers in the profession, they will say, no, go to this one. Go to this one. Because I don't do this, I do that.
Yeah,
even myself, if I don't specialize in this thing, the client is before me, I will obviously refer. Yeah. So Notary Public, it does have money because it's not everyone who is a Notary Public. But everyone, most of our brothers and sisters are attorneys already.
Yeah.
But that one, sometimes we are lazy to read, to study.
To go into it because, as you said, you wrote it twice and you get busy with your family.
Yeah, I wrote it once, I failed. And I didn't fail because I was not capable. I did not have time.
To study.
Yeah, to study. Then second time I told myself, no, I'm studying. I studied, I wrote, I passed. Then I was admitted as a Notary Public. So yeah.
Okay. So you did mention that you have CAs. Yes. So how many CAs does your company have?
3.
Hey, guys, Ndibu, I'm leaving. You must bring. I'm going. It means he's making money.
No.
If he can hire 3, we are so grateful that Son of the Soil is able to change lives because it's not easy to get articles. Definitely, if you had 100 CVs out, it's not easy. Guys, I'm still shooting here. The air is so nice. I encourage you to Google Send Studios. It is so nice, so affordable.
Setup is also.
Even the attorney agrees he's notarizing the place. Hey, anyway.
Notarizing the.
Yes, because you said notarizing, it's for inside the country. Yeah. So yeah, we are within here. So as we continue and close to wrapping up, because you're always here, I think I'm gonna see you again because there's a lot that we still need to discuss. So people, when they Google you, they know what to come for. You know if your boss is sitting on your head or they fired you, don't know left or right. If you want to be advised, his number is always on. You can email. I will link his number here for the business so that you are able to send a WhatsApp, email, and they will reply and give you the instructions on how to pay, how to consult, when to meet, or what you're going to do, right? So we continue now. You've got 3 CAs. You've got 3 law firms, I've said. 1 in Rosebank, 1 in Polokwane. The third one in Zanin that you are launching. When is it opening?
Monday.
On Monday.
We were supposed to launch on the 4th of this month, but our furniture was delayed.
Hey, we are cruising nicely there by MC Makwala.
Yeah, so we are launching on Monday. We're going live in Tzaneen. That is where I come from. I saw the need for me to go back to our people and serve my community. Because
And
I had one client driving from Worcester village in Raskoror.
that's far.
Yeah, to come and see me in Polokwane. He opened a file. When he asked me, it's like, don't you have other attorneys that you work with in Tsaneni? That's where I saw the need. I saw the need to open one office there. So I also had one client from Kwankwa. This other time my heart was so bleeding. She was coming to consult as we were going to attend the DC with her. As she was coming to consult in Makwala's Kloof, there was an accident. I think 3 weeks or 4 weeks back.
Oh my gosh.
So she had to return and use Georgesville.
That's another money.
You see, a lot of money. And this person has about 3 or 4 files in my office. Then I saw the need that no.
Let me open
Let me open
in my
another
hometown
office.
where people can access you in
Easily,
Tzaneen.
easily in Tzaneen. So I know that I'll cover Linyenye, I'll cover Nkwankwa, I'll cover Litsitele Periodic Court, I'll cover Devil's Kloof, Gapane, Muriveng also.
There by my hometown in
Yeah.
Kapane.
Yes.
That is very good because I don't think I know any notary public in Tzaneen. I only know a conveyancer, Mr. Signolo.
Okay.
But notary public, I don't know one.
See now.
You have brought one and now you have educated us a little bit what a notary public does. Okay, so let's move on to, I saw on the banner, you also do maintenance cases.
Yes.
So my baby daddy ran away, for example. I can't find him. I can't find this man changes addresses the way he was changing us. He's gone. So what do you then do? I know his work address, ne? But the work address is like that one where the walls are so big. I can't just get in and start acting like my normal Sagwadi and start shouting at somebody. So as an attorney, what do you do? How do we find this person? How do you help? I'm consulting because you know what? Yes, I'm a lawyer. Yes, I'm a teacher, but I'm not about not to buy my bajero, supporting these kids alone. What do? I have the money to consult you. How do you help me locate this person?
Okay. We have a system that we use to trace people.
Oh.
With your number phone, I can tell you where you stay. I can tell you where you work. I can tell who are your siblings.
Yes.
Yes, there's a system that we use. I'm just going to ask for his cell phone. Obviously, you'll be having it.
Yes, of
his
course.
His name, obviously.
I'll be having.
If you have an ID, much better.
We can find him.
Yes, we are going to just punch. His profile comes out. Then I'll know, okay, he works at Sasco.
Yes.
He's a manager, blah, blah. He even moved from here to here. I guess sometimes they ask you in PEP when you are buying something or you are taking Scolot or something.
Yeah.
Where do you stay? The moment they click that, it comes to that system that I'm talking about.
Okay, so there's no need for me to stress to look for private investigators.
No.
A lawyer can help with that.
Yes. We do have those systems to trace. And we also have people who assist us in tracing. Let's say, for example, my system doesn't trace him. Then I have my people who trace. Then I'll just do a request. Then they trace him.
They'll
then
be helping.
Remember, you're not the one who's going to serve him. The court is going to serve him.
Okay.
With whatever. But they'll need that necessary information for them to can able to because if it's not served, you're not going to proceed to entertain. Yes, to entertain the maintenance matter. Yeah.
All right. Okay. Because a lot of women were asking me on my channel and on some groups I have on Facebook to say, I can't find him. He's moving left, but he still has the same job. No, man, there must be a way to find him.
Yeah.
So, as you heard, MC Associates can find him. Let's come. You guys do divorce also.
Yes.
We don't divorce as we move on. We find the one. Yeah. No, it's not funny. We move on. We don't divorce. We deserve better. Ngifundile mina. Hey, yo, who are you? We move on. I move on, and then I go and enjoy my life. And my husband also moves on. He goes and enjoys his life. When me and Joshua, we decide, let's get married, is our marriage valid? Me and him, we go and sign. The other one who paid lobola, we go and sign me and that one. Is our marriage valid?
No. The marriage is voidable. There's a distinction between invalid, valid, voidable. let's talk about voidable.
Okay.
Voidable means the marriage is valid during that time until an interested party declares it invalid.
Oh, okay.
You understand?
Yeah.
That is what normally people will do. No, let's go to Customary Marriages Act 120 of 1998, which came into force in 2000. If you look at section 7, subsection 1, it says customary marriage is in community of property. It goes down to 7.2. Section 7, subsection 2, it says, unless, if ever, there is an antenuptial contract which exclude the in community of property. So you go to section 9 of the very same act. It talks about the invalidity of the registration of the customary marriage. Non-registration of the customary marriage does not invalidate the customary marriage.
So that crazy goat he bought to my house in 2000 means that he's getting half of my things.
Correct. Because now this person has complied in terms of section 3.1 of the Customary Marriages Act. The law says you must be of the age of majority, 18 and above.
Yes.
Secondly, it says you must have consented to enter into a customary marriage. Consented means le malome ba ta wa dumela rawa ba ta ba krea ka kwa gae ba le gona ba le image le dumelana gore le romela motho ba fitla ka kwa. And then the customary marriage must be entered into in terms of the customary law, or it must be celebrated. Get the 3 prerequisite requirement. You meet that. It must be entered into, it must be celebrated in terms. It means le tlile ka kwa wa bolediwa la kwana la celebrate la feletsa le, even if your family said we want 50,000 and then this person pays 10,000, you are married in community of property.
It's very dangerous there by love, ne?
This is where Notary Public comes in. I have clients who comes to me and say, we want to do an ANC, an antenuptial contract.
Yes.
Point of departure, unchiche magadi na. The moment we're it's in community. I can entertain that one.
You don't do it.
No.
I'm in community of property.
In community of property, I'm not going to do it. There are 2 ways in which I can take you out. One, you divorce, and then you remarry. Or maybe these are couples now you want to go and sign. Really fit like Home Affairs, we want out of community of property. But no, it's ANC. You come to MC, you say, ANC. No, man, you need man. No, point of departure, yes.
There's nothing I can
do. I will advise you, obviously, to say you have 2 options. One is the easy and the cheaper way. You divorce and you remarry again. Secondly, you do what we call Section 21 application in the High Court. Very expensive because the High Court application is a post nuptial contract, because now you are going to shift in community to out of community.
Oh, so you can change the
Yes, you can change that.
Okay.
But now you have these people, they don't want to change because they don't want to change. They just want to go to the Home Affairs. And then with you as a notary public, we also do, it's not every lawyer who does.
Who does anti-nuptial?
And you must be a notary public to do that.
I thought after this degree, I'm in Pagatus.
No. Hey, so that is where we come in to say, let's assist you. Because now if I sign, and I prepare that ANC, I sign, I registered it with the deeds office. You go and register your marriage at the Home Affairs. For example, before.
Yes.
That marriage is void. That out of community of property. The MPS, the matrimonial system of your marriage is voidable.
I'm still
until such a time when you are to
yes.
One or the other, whether by divorce or let's say you are to divorce 10 years down the line. I'm a businessman like myself. Divorce. And not properly way. I remember I said this voidable.
Yes.
Then you come to a good lawyer like myself. Point of departure, I'll ask. I go to ANC.
Yeah.
There's marriage certificate says out of community of property.
Yes.
Point of departure, I'll say unchi jenen magadi. But no, muto unchi jega 2015. Lenyala nenka certificate say lenyala nka 2020. It's voidable. Application to declare this marriage voidable. Therefore, can move for the assets jar.
In community.
In community.
Hey.
You see, so it's always good to get proper advice, because
when
now
you get
now I'll
married.
turn you around. Even if you were to ANC fast ka humana child, no, I'll turn you around, because now you'll still come back to me. Rundi is nonsense, this guy, because now he knew what to do, because that's why it's a specialized field. It's not
okay.
every attorney
Who can do that?
Yes,
You knew.
So it's a specialized field, so we'll turn you around. No, you have two ways. You will elect which one to take.
Which okay.
And
so,
sometimes Elena Basadi, Remotoire out of community of property lero unyala on tala.
he's
And
planning my
Elena
divorce.
na okare banna ke bona ba phela ba huma. What if you do huma wena ka mtshana?
Well, no. No, he doesn't.
It's
I'm
always
not the
like that.
one. He's planning the divorce. If he wants antenatal contract, he's
sometimes
planning our divorce.
Sometimes this thing regulates your marriage. Remember, it's an MPS. It's a matrimonial property system. How your marriage will be regulated. Why am I saying this is, like, for example, I'm a businessman. Let's say I'm to marry you today. Can I call
my name.
Ho sa sangano ka tsia loan ya 1 million ke re ke nyaka o lukisha firm ya tsaneni ke nyaka wa pala ba ta ka mga ba tsia dilo tse ka mga ba touch bana ba sala ba bolake tlala. So ge ke out of community of property, for example, Nagongwe is out of community of property without accrual system. Means that whatever you tsena ka yona out.
Yeah.
But then now, if it's out of community of property with the application of accrual system, it has a application in community, because it means if you get an agamo, get gain 100,000. Or now we are zero. Whatever appreciate during the subsistence of our marriage, we'll share it. So it's a topic for another day.
No, that day when you come, we are going to go deeply into it, because it's very interesting. It's very interesting. I didn't know it's not a republic.
So our people need to
do
be educated.
They don't know.
Because people don't consult at point of debate. I always say, the moment we consult.
Uka consulta.
What's if I can go away? Yeah.
Good morning, good day. How are you? Did you breathe?
But when things turn around, then you start to consult. MC or the assets. No.
So if I go and take I have a younger sister, and take my little skorokoro there and write my younger sister, I'm wasting my time if I'm married in the community of property. Change of ownership because I want to divorce him in the next month or two. If I go and now change the car to my younger sister's name, is it?
We can still come after that. Yeah. Because as long as we can prove that you changed, you are misusing the assets of the joint estate, we can even pray for feature against you. Or when us our benefit from now. Yeah, we can work around that. We can either pray for feature or you ask Akrasel. Pension tomorrow because I want your pensions. We go for feature.
And
you don't get anything.
Why? Oh, so this thing of me trying to eat my own pension, trying to register my car in my younger sister's name is a waste of time, because you come for me with, did you get consent? Ne?
Correct. And as long as we can also prove or you register this thing for the sake of this, you can still lose some of the things, because I grow when you benefit from on nafela. O jabe ka spedisa rena.
Yeah.
O nyaka o jabe tsa nna ka mara lenyalo. A gre dilo tse ke tsa rena re tulo se ke sa rena re tu. So do jaga stick to jaga stick. So when I just wa rekisa o nyaka o share le nna se. Oh, come on. We are going to work around to make sure six salad le nna ke knows. You understand? Some people marry you for the pension jagao.
They do that. I saw that in some love scamming thing. People do that. I saw that on
they will
YouTube.
marry you, stay with you for a period of more than a year, but they are divorced. They cannot go nurse, for example. Nurse on a little pension. Million, maybe 2 million or 1 million. It's going to take off. So that is when we look around, we check whether your case qualifies for the grounds for forfeiture. Then we can always pray for forfeiture. In most cases, if you find a divorce case going to trial, in most cases, get forfeiture. Because these people are not agreeing in as far as the assets are concerned.
Okay.
You understand?
Yes.
Then they are going to fight for those assets. But if they agree, that's why the matter becomes settled, then is moved like that.
So this thing here, consent is serious because there's this famous case. Yeah, there's this man that I'll be seeing tomorrow. He loves that case. He always says, I stand for women. This case where Mrs. Ubape said, no, wait, before we divide, there is I don't want to give an example with Ndebo. There is a Mapula there who has been with my husband because where I come from, I'm not trying to badmouth I love my place. Hey, we have the great attorney Motsika there where I come from in Khapani, who has offices in Devil's Kloof. I come from that area. This lady, Mrs. Mubabe, she went and said, no, wait, before we divide, there is a lady there called Sagwadi who built a house with my husband. I want that money. We can actually do that because it's a reported case. I can actually go and say, no, this side chick must pay back all this money. And it's very sad because there, when the document it's given out, it's Mr. and Mrs. Mubape against the side chick because they are one thing.
Correct, because now this is the assets of the joint estate.
Oh, okay.
Remember,
yeah,
doesn't matter whether they are in your names or you are taking money from your account, paying them, giving them a side chick and all that. It remains the property of the joint estate. And remember, we are dissolving a joint estate. Anything like, for example, if the joint estate is owed by whoever, we must recoup all so that we can equally join.
We can join and we divide.
Correct. Let's say we and then at the end of the day you find that she cannot pay the entire amount. For example, ukolota 20,000 and then now you can only recoup 10,000. We can always proceed to do financial inquiry, Section 65 application, to say, o ka re patala bokae ka kgwedi, a re patala 500.
So,
o fetela a fetša tšhelete.
the money must come.
Must come back. The rationale is this money is for the joint estate, not for MC, but even for his wife.
It's for two people.
Correct.
So really, guys, it's been so nice sitting with Mr. Madrumi Collins Makwala.
Yes.
He's gonna have to come back because we are not done. We are not finished. What I have gathered from the conversation is, if you are unfairly treated, you can get help. If you are in a marriage where you don't know whether it's coming or going, the money is whatever you want to divorce, there's ways. You can even get the money from where you think it's going to. It can come back to you. The thing is that people divorce angry. They are telling themselves, I deserve better, I deserve whatever. Guys, I will be signing out very soon from Saint Studios. After here, I'm going to sit on another nice couch just to relax. It's very nice here. Please book and come and do your thing and start your digital journey with Saint Studios. After this, they'll teach me how to say that word. Anyway, please advise me. Final year student, I want to go into articles. I don't have connection. Do I still need to do those 100? What can you say, actually? What can you say to a final year student? What must they do to make sure that next year they're not holding their hands up on their head saying, where do I go from here?
At your third year, try to volunteer, do VEC work.
Okay.
I think 2 of my candidate attorneys, they were doing VEC work before. So even when I was looking for a candidate attorney, they stand more chance than those who doesn't know the ins and out of the company.
Okay.
So it's easy to say, come for an interview. Already you have 10 marks because you're a VEC student.
Because
so
I know what you've taught me some things.
Something. So you know the ins and out of this company. You will be more preferred. So sometimes it's good. Remember, you volunteer. It's upon us to give you 1,000 or 2,000 for that 2 weeks when you are now on school holidays. It's upon us. But then otherwise you volunteer. You are making connection. You may not be hired by me, but I hear a friend saying, I'm looking for a CA. I'm like, no man, my VEC student easy. So try to do that. Right now we did not have the liberty to do that, but I see with some student will come to me and say, I want to do VEC student with you. I mean VEC work with you. Then I say, okay, come in. They can. when it was time for me to hire in February, I just
was-
looked around the CVs. I took one of my candidate training,
And you
two
got them
candidate
in
training.
there.
I said, guys, lena le a bereka. There's
Come
no
and work.
need because these people know but
What to do?
Yes,
They've
it becomes
seen.
easy.
They've
yes.
seen what not, how to draft someone, how to
you see?
how to draft the letter that you need, and all that.
Simple as that.
Thank you so much for coming and gracing me with your great presence. I cannot wait, your great presence. I cannot wait to see you again, where we will go deeper into this labor law and teach people with all the questions they'll ask us when you're around. We're going to teach people that in marriage, you just don't say, there's, if you want to divorce, do it and come for everything. Don't care what people say. And that is it from me, Sagwadi Wakarabutla, signing out at Saint Studios. I will write down the website for Saint Studios and you will see everything that they do. They're so great. They're so pleasant. Thank you so much, Mr. Makwala. I can't wait to see you again. As I have mentioned, he has offices in Polokwane, Zanini, launching on Monday. And another virtual one, Care Off office in Rosebank. So you've heard everything that is said, and I hope that he has helped all of us who are in our final year. I love you all. Mwah.